Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Thank you, CEO Greenwood. It's under your leadership and vision that we are moving our public transit system forward, and I want to thank the Climate Action Campaign and Moms Clean Air Force for organizing this event today, and for the League of Conservation Voters for being here as well. While I'm not one given to hyperbole and exaggeration, although I will plead to a little comedy from here from time to time, I agree with the U.S. military's assessment that the number one threat to our national security and to our way of life is climate change. It's here, and all we have to do is look around us at the changing, unpredictable, and destructive weather events that are claiming lives and decimating entire communities across the country and across the globe. A report this week shows that Georgia is off to the hottest start of the year in our history. You wouldn't know it from today, but yet the first 3 months of this year are the hottest first 3 months of the year on record. More than 6 degrees above normal for the first 3 months of this year. Stop and think about that for a second. In 129 years of record keeping, Georgia has never had a hotter start to the year than the one that we just experienced. And in the last decade, Georgia has experienced 48 major extreme weather events, costing the state up to $14 billion in damages, and often disproportionately affecting historically excluded communities and underserved communities. Unfortunately, it's only going to get worse before we make it get better. But we don't just have to accept things as they are right now. We have the power to make the change that we want to see and that we know needs to happen. And that's why I'm so happy to be with you all today, people who believe in a cleaner, greener, and more sustainable future. Groups like Climate Action Campaign, Moms Clean Air Force, the League of Conservation Voters, and our local and transit partners like MARTA that are committed to a future with clean energy. Together, we are committed to breaking our addiction to fossil fuels, which continue to warm the planet and will eventually, if left unchecked, make our planet uninhabitable for other humans and other species. This electric bus, which is right in front of you and right in back of me, is the star of today's show. This is the future, and I'm glad to be a part of this through legislation like the Inflation Reduction Act and the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act, where families, businesses, and local governments here in Georgia are now benefiting from the billions of dollars in historic investments included in this clean energy legislation. And this bus is proof of that. It's part of the $19 million that MARTA is receiving from the Inflation Reduction Act to purchase electric buses and charging equipment, which will help improve our air quality while bolstering the transit workforce through a 2-year apprenticeship program. These investments are creating good-paying jobs here in Georgia, and because of these investments, more good-paying jobs will be created in the years to come. A recent report found that federal clean energy stimulus investments similar to those included in the IRA would create nearly 100,000 clean energy jobs in Georgia over 5 years. 100,000 jobs over 5 years in Georgia. That's significant. And some of those jobs will be coming to Georgia's 4th congressional district and right here to Doraville. So on that note, I'll turn it over to the man who's helping to make that happen, Doraville's own Mayor Joseph Gierman.